I'm doing this. I was feeling like I have nothing to say really, but let me put this down. And yes, you will not see me unless, no, you won't see me. But here I am again, Marc Ginsburg, ready to do viral video number 4 while I'm driving, trying to put my phone in a place where it will not go flying all over the place. Put on a little music. Try to get on the highway. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can. Okay. I was feeling like I had nothing to say. And I said to myself, but I should still do this video. So many times I felt like I had so much to say. And there have been times like yesterday where I was able to get a lot of it out. Thing is, I'm doing it ad lib. I could try to write something, in which case I'd have to sit and read it, which isn't a bad thing. The problem with sitting and reading something is that, well, actually in some ways that's better. That's why people script movies. I'm a movie scripter. When you gotta talk off the cuff, you really gotta be into the thing that you're into. And I was just in a meeting that had nothing to do with what I've been dedicating these videos to, which is politics. And I noticed that I've been hesitating a lot on the videos because I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing, while at the same time trying to give some of my attention to the topic at hand. In the last video, I've been driving. So obviously trying to drive, this is like, I'm experimenting, trying to see how much of my life I can really pull out for this, because I seem to have no problem listening to a bunch of other talking heads pontificate about this and about that. I have no trouble driving and listening to them, but I guess listening to something that somebody else did the work to come up with is a lot different than having to come up with it yourself. And frankly speaking, the more I try to talk about politics, the more I can feel why so many of you are sick and tired of politics. But this is the reason that we all have to avoid that feeling, or not avoid the feeling, because I don't believe that it's right to avoid any feelings. You hate your wife, you hate your husband. That's a feeling. And you have a legitimate reason that you feel that. It's what you do with the feeling that's what counts. I think that if you hate your wife or your husband, the person that you chose to spend the rest of your life with at another time in your life, it might be a good idea to do whatever you can to change that feeling of hate. Because hate and love are just feelings. They don't have to be an ever-present reality. They certainly weren't at the time you made the decision to get married. Now, I know when it comes to embracing the role of government in our lives, that's a much more complicated thing, because none of us are aware of ever having chosen to have a government that demands our participation. In other words, a democracy. It would be a lot easier to have a dictator decide everything for us. The irony of this whole thing is I am someone who has a really hard time in many cases deciding things. When it comes to who I want to represent my interests in the common public forum, I'm very definite about the kind of person that I want representing me. And if I have two choices, I'm going to make sure that the person I choose is closer to what I want. And sometimes that person isn't going to give me everything that I want, but this is a country in which it's been deliberately designed so that one person cannot dominate the government. That way your person gets to have a say in what goes on, and my person gets to have a say. But if we stay home on election day, that won't happen. That's the story of 2010, and that's the story of 2014. Those overwhelming majorities that have blocked President Obama from helping this nation to progress and keeping this that have kept this nation more on a stagnant path were brought about because most of us stayed home. And I have to say that in this one, the Republicans did much better. And my praise is to them for getting out and voting. Because maybe because they felt they had more of a vested interest. I don't think in any election the majority of Republican voters have a vested interest in the Republican candidates. They've just been misled and deceived. What's really, really terrible is that people who, like ordinary people like you and me, have allowed ourselves to be deceived about why government of, by, and for the people is so important. Now this is not new. It's now, let me see now, 1980s, we're in the teens, right? So that's 30 years ago. Okay, 30 years ago, a man named Ronald Reagan said, government is not part of the problem, government is the problem. And he got lots of cheers and applause. He even got Democrats to come over and vote for him, because traditionally Democrats have been the most opposed to government. Even back in the days of Andrew Jackson, the Democratic Party was founded by a bunch of racists in the South. They hated the federal government. They were like the biggest enemies of federalism, which is the party that George Washington belonged to. For all of those who like say how great George Washington was, how great Alexander Hamilton was, and then they start to talk about like how terrible government is. Now, that may be great in a dictatorship, but in a democracy, you're going to talk about how terrible government of the people, government by the people, government for the people is. So basically what Ronald Reagan was saying is, the people are the problem. Human beings were the problem. And so he initiated an era in which the bottom line, and we saw that come out as businessmen became extremely corrupt in the 1980s, and did all kinds of speculation with other people's money and earnings, and in order to get rich off the backs of other people. With the hostile takeovers. Remember that? No, of course you don't. You weren't even born then. But that's what he was saying, is that human beings are the problem. And the bottom line, money, in the hands of a few is the solution. Because it'll all trickle down. Apparently, the real, how can I put it? The safety nets of really substantial help for people who needed it was a thing that was evil. And selfish corporations trickling down in little itty bits was the solution. And this is what people have been deceived into believing in, because when you have a lot of money, you can lie about anything, even about beings are the problem, and that government of human beings, by human beings, and for human beings are the problem. Well, this is a democracy. You people have no place in our democracy. I know I get angry, and I think my being angry is probably turning off a lot of people, because I'm a Democrat and I'm not supposed to get angry. I'm supposed to be embracing it. You know, I'm really thankful that Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders know how to do it without pissing off a lot of people. I guess I'm really just trying to shake people up. But anyway, I have to sign off now because I've got to get on with my day. So thank you for listening. And if you have any suggestions for help, if you have any monetary help, please don't hold back, because I would like to be able to make any improvements and to form a more perfect viral video, starting with the next one. Thank you. Have a good day.